Hello, my name is Catalina Bonilla. I am a sophomore at Appalachian State University, and I have decided to do a video for my multimodal redesign assignment. I never thought that I would choose psychology as my major. I've always been a creative person, someone who looked at an object and considered it to be useless or trash, and then turned it into something special or something that mattered. I always considered myself to be artistic as well, very much into music, love painting and art, and I also love the way that there is art in everything and everything that is around us. I always assumed that one day I would grow up to be an artist, a musician, or a chef. As a child, I was very free, not a care in the world, and always enjoyed life as if it were to be my last. But as I grew older, I began to realize a lot of things that I didn't understand before. When I was younger, I moved from Colombia, South America, to Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was a big change for me culturally. I had to learn how to adapt to the new American lifestyle compared to the Colombian lifestyle that I always grew up in. My sister and I had to learn how to speak a whole new language, while at the same time adapting to our new surroundings and getting settled into our new home. And at the same time, my parents worked every day of the week from 7 a.m. to almost 8 p.m. at night. And my sister and I had to learn how to cook and take care of ourselves and for each other while they were at work. As me and my sister got older, we grew further apart. Our parents still worked most of the days of the week, and we still had to take care of ourselves most of the time. But then we began going to separate schools, and it was harder to take care of each other. Soon, I was just taking care of myself, and my sister was taking care of herself. The longer I took care of myself, the more independent and distant I became. Though my parents worked a lot, they still found time to spend at home. It wasn't necessarily with me. The time that they spent at home was mostly with my older sister. My older sister struggled with her confidence, and she was very into social media and YouTube and was always comparing herself to others, which was never a good thing because it got her into a deep depression. Because of the mental state that she was in, it caused my parents to focus on her more and try to get her better. But there were times where I wish my parents gave the same affection towards me the way that they gave her affection. I never understood why they never gave me the same kind of affection, because I always assumed that if I was the younger one, I should be the one looking for more guidance. But it gave me a sense of realization that I had to mature and take care of myself, which no 12-year-old should go through alone. Mental illness has been a big issue for my family for a very long time. I did not know that mental illness was a problem in my family until soon I started to experience some of the mental illnesses that my family had experienced. And the worst part was that I had to experience it on my own as I was growing up to become an adult. When my sister was going through all of her mental health issues, I began to do my own research on mental health and what it was. My family kept everything hidden from me as a way to prevent me from getting depressed or have anxiety. But in reality, I would have wanted to know in order to help and not feel so useless. The more research I did, the more I became invested in the topic of psychology and how those that go into the field end up helping not just those with mental health issues, but other problems that could in fact be worse. This is where I became interested in psychology because it was a career that I knew I could get into and help others that have gone or experienced similar things that my family has experienced. And it was a way for me to also make it aware that that those people or the people that I would want to help one day are not alone and that I'm here to help. Psychology has changed my life for the better, not because one day I'll grow up to be someone who helps others that are in need, or because I know I can help others that may have or had similar situations to mine, but because I understand now why people are the way they are. Every person is unique in their own way, and everyone's brain works differently, which is why it's so interesting to see why people think the way they think and act the way they act, just because the brain is controlling everything and telling that person what to do. I understand now more than ever why when someone is struggling with mental health issues, that they do require a lot of attention, and people should not experience that alone. I now know that with my knowledge, I can improve the quality of others' lives by just simply making others happy or more content with their lives, with the help that I can bring with my knowledge that I've learned here at Appalachian State University. Thank you all for listening and watching. I hope that my journey to finding psychology and the major that I love will help you find what your passion is in life.